When I covered Albany, you know, you're mixing it up every day with all the newsmakers that you're covering, and they'll tell you if they think you're all wet. They'll try to use you to send a message to the other side or whatever, and you know, you become aware of this. So it was kind of the quiet of the grave when I started at the court, and you know, I was a little bit insecure, not about my, you know, journalistic skills by that time, but I would have liked to have gotten some feedback to know whether I was sort of on the right track about things. Even if the feedback was negative and painful, I would have learned from it, but I never heard anything from anybody. So yeah, it's very different. You don't have sources. You work from paper and close observation. You know, you learn a few tricks over time where you can kind of make deductions from the way cases are handled and this kind of thing. And on several occasions at the end of a term, a law clerk who I had never met, because I never met the law clerks, would come up to me and say, introduce himself and say, you know, now that the term is over, can you tell us, we've been wondering who was your source for X, Y, and Z? And I said, I don't have any sources. Well, how did you know, how did you come to write that? You know, there was a raging dispute behind the scenes about case X. I said, well, because it went to conference 6 times before it was finally granted or before it was finally denied. So obviously something was happening behind the scenes and I had to assume it was a raging dispute. So that kind of thing.